Welcome back to another week of renovating our old farmhouse with plenty of adventures here in the south of France. This week has been all about the roof, as we made the big decision to remove the entire chimney before it had the chance to collapse into the house. Progress has been slow, but we're finally moving in the right direction. And of course, it wouldn't be a normal week without a little chaos. The donkeys escaped again, wandering even farther this week and forcing us to come with some more durable solutions to keep them where they belong. So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's dive in. This week started with removing the fireplace from the living room, clearing space for all the stones that would soon come down through the chimney. Shifting something this heavy was anything but easy. Gisli first had to dismantle all the removable pieces to make it lighter. Once that was done, we slid pieces of fabric underneath to protect the floor tiles from any damage. Looking behind the fireplace makes you wonder about all the stories and all the people who have lived here, spending so much of their lives in this very room, which was once the kitchen.
Always been curious what it says behind here. I think it's 1823. I don't know if that's when the house was built or if it's just some other reused beam from something else. Because in the real estate listing it said the house was built in 1850s. Definitely a 3 or a very crooked 5, unless the guy was completely blind.
Next, it was time to protect the tiles from all the debris that could fall while disassembling the chimney. For that, we brought in a mattress we already had in the house, covered it carefully to keep it clean, and just like that, our cushion for the chimney rubble was ready. Time to climb up on the roof and see what's waiting for us up there. Aside from the amazing view and a bit of fear of heights, Gisli faced a challenge he'd never tackled before. Taking apart an entire chimney from the rooftop and into the house was definitely not what we expected when we bought this place. And since we decided to fully dive into renovating this house properly, here we are. Piece by piece, the tiles and bricks of the chimney came down, forming a growing pile of debris beside the house. The real challenge, though, was the pipe inside the chimney, the one stretching all the way down into our living room. Gisli first tried to pull it out in one go, but when that failed, he figured out the smarter approach: dismantle it piece by piece. Come on, Gisli, you've got this. Once the pipe was out, it was time to take apart the chimney itself. It felt almost sad to see such an old chimney come down, but this step was necessary to keep the house safe. Meanwhile, the mattress inside the living room was working overtime, cushioning everything that fell from the chimney above.
This didn't take so long. I think it's been a little over 2 hours of taking this down. It's a little tricky as I have to throw every single piece between these two buildings, but so far haven't hit the roof. So now I am getting to see a little bit how it's built and it's gonna happen. I think I have to support these two beams before I go much further. I'm gonna bring this down quite a bit. Let's see how I'm gonna do it if I put beams on either side, and I probably have to make a beam down and then cross to the wall on both of them. So I'm gonna break a little more, go further down here and here, so I can extend this beam all the way to the outer wall. Still not quite sure if I leave this or if I take it away. I guess I take it away. Kind of depends where the level of the other wall is exactly. Took a better look at this from downstairs, and I will have to leave this one, I think, since it's completely, when you look up from downstairs, it's completely straight and flush with the wall downstairs, and most likely upstairs here as well. So I'll take it down to the level so I'll be able to put another beam at the same angle over to there. Alright, some support beams added. Then I'll just have to add all the little supports for the tiles. Remove this huge chunk. And then close the roof again. I managed to break the chimney down to here. And then I think I'll just continue from inside the room to do the rest. I'll take a little bit more here, just so I don't have to carry it all through the house. What I can throw, I'll try to get in the pile.
The removal of the chimney is finally moving in the right direction, though it takes several long hours on the rooftop to get the job done. Days go by, but no two are ever the same, and sometimes you wake up to unexpected surprises. This time the donkeys decided to go for another stroll through the neighborhood, testing the limits of their freedom once again. We spotted them right through our kitchen window while eating breakfast.
close here, just in case.
While the donkeys were running free and heading straight toward the busy road, they thankfully took a turn into our neighbor's fenced land. There we finally had a chance to block them in and catch them easily. Or so we thought.
I don't know how to do this.
After a lot of running around and the donkeys separating, which made the mission even more difficult and almost impossible to film, we finally managed to lead them back home. Since the incident happened again so soon, we decided to give the donkeys a better reason to stay behind the fence. Our neighbor came to the rescue with a generous supply of precious hay, giving them something to munch on while plotting their next escape. It's time to check on the roof, and for that we need to make a trip to the local building store to pick up some wooden beams. These will help us finish the project and close up the roof before the rain comes pouring down through the wide open chimney. With the chimney gone, a big gap was left in the roof, so our first priority was to close it properly and protect the house. We're still planning to have a chimney someday, but for now the exact spot is undecided. Luckily, a pile of roof tiles lying around the property will help us get the job done. To get the roof looking neat and solid, we had to remove all the tiles around the old chimney, install beams for support, and then put the tiles back, adding extra ones where needed to fully close the gap. After 2 days of hard work, the roof is finally complete. Having survived all that time up there, any fear of heights is long gone.
That's the chimney gone and roof completely back on. Kinda looks like it was, never there. Fortunately, I have one cracked tile and no more spares, but I don't think it's the end of the world. It's not too badly damaged, but all in all, went quite well. Took around 2 days, and now it's just endless work inside left, and to get rid of this huge pile.
While we're preparing for spring, we're still working on our garden beds and getting everything ready for the next season. There are still plenty of leaves to collect, which will turn into leaf mold to enrich the soil and protect the beds as we move closer to spring. Warmer days are starting to show up now and then, and when they do, it feels like the perfect time to repot last year's pepper plants that somehow survived the winter. It's time to wake them up. We're still harvesting plenty of salad greens, enjoying the abundance while we wait for the weather to allow us to plant many more things in the garden. So this has been our week. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next Friday.